elementary, middle, and high school graduation, and on each occasion he sweat through a suit, a shirt, and a tie. So, it was only fitting today that I stood right next to him while he swept through that beautiful gray number that I hope was a rental. I wrote that joke 3 days ago before it was going to be 47 degrees outside, but I just like it. And he's going to sweat on the dance floor. You'll see. It's going to be awesome. My connection with Laura is a little more unorthodox, especially considering I ended up being the best man at her wedding. Little known fact, Laura Rothbaum and I actually dated. True story. We dated for 4 weeks in the 5th grade after attending the same summer camp in the middle of Missouri together. When you compare my 4 weeks to Matt's 12 years, you can see why I was never exactly a threat to my good buddy Matt. So I mentioned I'm going to talk about their love story. It's part comedy with a few lines of poetry, and because Lambo's in it, there's very little drama. The script is a little bit long, but I think you're going to like it. Every good story needs great characters, and both Matt and Laura are tremendous people individually. Matt is one of my best friends, and simply one of the best people that I know. I'm one of a dozen people in this room that would take a bullet for Matt. Luckily for us, he's so muscular that bullets have no effect on him. Laura is sweet, caring, and kind, and even prettier today than she was at the sock hop at Heritage Crossing Camp in 1995. Both Matt and Laura come from tremendous families and have fantastic friends. They have siblings and parents who love them and have helped transform them into the people they are today. Their story began when Matt and Laura met at Clayton High. They quickly went from two great people individually to one spectacular couple. I talked to Matt almost every day in high school. And one day our conversations went from ending in him saying, "I'll be right over," to "we'll be over in a minute." Matt and Laura were more or less inseparable. And while all of us knew they really liked each other, none of us could imagine the strength of the bond they were building. The setting of their story changed quite a bit, from St. Louis to Colorado to California. But no matter the location or the distance they were apart, their love never wavered. In Matt's own words, "Love is hard for a lot of people, but for us, it's almost always been easy." He's a big teddy bear. One overarching theme of their story and hallmark of their relationship is the incredible amount of support that they give one another. As I mentioned earlier, Laura has a fantastic family, and the majority of them are in St. Louis, and nothing would have made her happier than to move back home to St. Louis after her and Matt both graduated. However, because of Matt's increasing responsibilities and definition in his calves that he was getting in Sky Zone, he was asked to move out to the West Coast. So Laura picked up her entire life and moved all the way across the country to a new place where she knew no one, just to support Matt. The risk was quickly rewarded, and their new home felt exactly like home. They were comfortable, and that was when Matt told me he knew they would be together forever. So today, their story reaches its climax. However, marriage is not the end of this story. It's the beginning. No one can predict the chapters to come. They'll be filled with trials and tribulations, but I can guarantee you two things. One, there is no plot twist or turn that will shake the love that Matt Lambeth and Laura Rothbaum have for one another. And two, spoiler alert, this story has a happy ending. So, it is with all the love in this room that I'd like to raise a glass to Laura and Matt Lambeth. We love you, we support you, and we will always be your biggest fans.